So we bantered back and forth about that a little bit, and she finally asked me if she could apply for that job. And I looked at her as if to say, there ain't no dang way I'm moving to South Dakota. So I've been living in South Dakota for 11 years now. We absolutely love it there. Now I can't see your hands, but I want you to raise your hands if you've ever been to Mount Rushmore. All right, quite a few. I can see some shadows out there. I love Mount Rushmore, and for those of you who haven't been out there, old Abe Lincoln sits up on the right-hand side of the heads. And I love Abraham Lincoln because he says things that I can understand. One of my favorite quotes by Abe Lincoln, he says, "A fella is about as happy as he makes up his mind to be." Now you see, I get that. I understand that. It's like the speakers before us said, you have a choice every day of whether or not you're going to be happy or not. And so that's why I like Abraham Lincoln. And we're going to show you by the end of the day that life is not a sentence to serve. It's a gift that you get to enjoy every single day. Now I can't see you out there, but I know some of you are doing the math in your head, going 10 seconds minus 6 seconds. You're right, there's only 4 seconds left in the game. Coach is yelling, time out, time out. He gets the kids over, we get a timeout. Now Nancy and I sit about 10 feet behind the team. The coach came up, he sat him down on the bench, he knelt down right to my kid and he said, Cody, he said, you got 4 seconds to go from baseline to baseline. That is plenty of time. Don't pass the ball. They finally get it inbounded to him. It took him 2.5 seconds to cross the half-court line. He launched the ball from way out in three-point land. This is the final shot of the game because as the ball is mid-arc into the air, the buzzer goes off. The ball hit the backboard, bounced off the front of the rim. He missed the shot. Game over. His season is over. And his high school career is finished. That's a pretty tough night to come home and write down 5 things in a journal that you're grateful for. Are you kidding me? Could you come home a couple of hours after a traumatic thing that happened to you at night and fill out 5 things in a journal that you're grateful for? Well, the answer to that is absolutely yes, you can. And that is my challenge to you tonight. Because if you follow that technique, I promise you it'll change your life. Now, the reason I had you do that is because I didn't want the message to go in this ear and out that ear. So that message is stuck in there. It's going to rattle around for the rest of your life, and you're going to remember this night that you need to surround yourself with good. She looked me right in the eye, and she said, invest in you. And I said, what? She said, invest in you. Story problems did not make sense to me. Here's what they sounded like. If you're rowing down the street in your canoe, and your wheel falls off, how many pancakes does it take to cover a doghouse? That is el stupendido, which is the only Spanish word I know, by the way, other than super potato ole. And for me, if you got a blue train going 70 miles an hour this way and a red train coming 60 miles an hour this way, all I know is it's going to make a lot of noise and someone's going to get hurt. And there is a great philosopher by the name of Jim Rohn. And he said, the words that I want to leave you with, the major key to a brighter future is you.